Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Sri Vrajamandala Parikrama, Vrindavana, the pastime places of Sri Vrindavana. Imli Tala. At the time of Krishna's pastimes in Vraja, the ancient Imli tamarind tree that stood here was enormous. That tree has since disappeared and a new Imli tree stands in its place. Midway through Rasa Leela, Sri Krishna disappeared in order to dispel the other gopis' pride in their good fortune, Saubhagya Mada, and to soothe Priyaji's mana. He followed Priyaji to Shringaravata, where he began to decorate her with flowers. At that time, the other gopis who were searching for Krishna came closer to the place where Radhika and Krishna were. Shri Krishna requested Priyaji to leave with him, but she said, "I am unable to walk. You carry me on your shoulders." Krishna squatted down, indicated that Priyaji should sit on his shoulders. Just as she went to do this, Krishna disappeared again. Now she also called out in separation, "O Natha, O Ramana," and fell down unconscious. The other gopis became very distressed to see her in this condition. Having left Srimati Radhika, Sri Krishna began to feel deep separation from her. Sitting under an imli tree on the bank of the Yamuna, he became so absorbed in thinking of her that his bodily lustre turned golden like hers. In connection with this incident, a most worshipful Vishnupada Sri Sriman Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Goswami Maharaja presented a wonderful verse that penetrates the heart. Radha Chinta Niveshena Yasya Kantir Vilopita Shri Krishna Charanam Vande Radha Lingita Vigraham. Shri Radha Vinoda Bihari Tattvashtakam. Text 1. I worship the lotus feet of the form of Sri Krishna that manifests when he is thoroughly immersed in separation from Srimati Radhika, who is displaying mana, her mood of jealous anger, or when he is embraced by Srimati Radhika after her mana is broken. At these times, his own dark complexion vanishes and he assumes her bright golden lustre. The transcendental sentiments that lay within the heart of Sri Guru Pada Padma are profound and full of excellent siddhanta. It is the bhava of the Manjaris, the maid servants of Srimati Radhika, to feel that Krishna should indeed experience great distress when he is separated from Srimati Radhika. They become very pleased to see this distress and arrange Krishna's meeting with Radha at that time. This bhava is prominent in Sri Rupanuga Gaudiya Vaishnavas. While visiting Vraja some 550 years ago, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu resided for several days at Akrura Ghata. Daily, he would come to this very beautiful Imli Thala Ghata on the bank of the Yamuna, where he was immersed in bhava as he chanted the holy names of the Supreme Lord Hari. He bestowed his mercy upon the Rajaputta Krishna Dasa here. One day, while Mahaprabhu was staying here, some people requested him to come to Kalya Radha and take darshana of Sri Krishna, who they said was again manifesting his pastimes there at night. Mahaprabhu told them to wait for a few days. Nonetheless, crowds of people began to throng to Kalya Daha at night. At last, it became evident that the spectacle on the Yamuna was nothing more than some Muslims in a boat catching fish. A light was burning on the bow of the boat. When the fishermen on the bow stood up and moved about, it appeared as if someone was dancing. The boat looked like a serpent, and the burning light like the serpent's jewel. When the facts were revealed, Mahaprabhu said to the people, Bhagavan Sri Krishna does not manifest such pastimes before the masses of ordinary people of Kali Yuga. Such pastimes appear only in the hearts of pure devotees. Some days later, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Vallabha Bhattacharya proceeded to Neelachala via Sauron and Prayaga. It is said that several years ago, someone cut into a branch of the ancient Imli tree here and blood oozed from it. The person who severed the branch realized that he had committed an offense and repeatedly prayed for forgiveness. Residents of the Dhamma believe that great liberated souls, Siddha Mahatmas, are still performing bhajana in Vrindavana in the form of the trees and creepers. Jadoo Mandala. The pastime connected with this place occurred at the time of the famous Srila Jiva Goswami. Srila Shyamananda, Srila Narottama Thakura and Srila Srinivasa Acharya studied Srimad Bhagavatam and the Goswami literatures from the young Srila Jiva Goswami, who gave Shyamananda the service of sweeping this ancient place of Krishna's pastimes. One day, while he was sweeping in the early hours before dawn, Shyamananda found a golden anklet. Previously, Jiva Goswami had instructed him to return any lost object that he might find directly to its owner, not to anyone else. If any others should try to claim a lost item, he should inform them of Jiva Goswami's instruction to him. Shyamananda therefore very carefully tied the golden anklet in the corner of his upper garment. A short while later, two Vrajabalas, young girls, came to him and said, "The anklet you found belongs to us Sakhi, and we have been looking for it. You can give it to us." Sri Shyamananda humbly replied, "Whoever the anklet belongs to should personally come and collect it. I will not give it to you." The young girls replied, "Do you feel no shame? How can you dare desire to see the face of this young daughter-in-law?" But Shyamananda adhered to his words and did not give them the anklet. The two young girls brought their girlfriend to Shyamananda and said, "Tie the anklet around her foot." Sri Shyamananda's hands trembled with prema as he tied the anklet around the foot of their friend. These young girls were none other than Srimati Radhika herself and her two Sakhis, Lalita and Vishakha. Srimati Radhika ceaselessly desires to bestow mercy in this way upon her loving devotees. By this event, Shyamananda's life became blessed. Previously, his name was Dukhi Krishna Dasa, but upon receiving the mercy of Srimati Ji, he became Shyamananda Dasa. Srimati Lalita stamped that anklet on Shyamananda's forehead. Even today, those in the spiritual family lineage of Shyamananda Prabhu wear a tilaka in the shape of the anklet on their forehead. The following incident also took place here. Once, a long time ago, an old woman lived at Jadoo Mandala, and in her house she had a grindstone. She used this stone to grind wheat for others and in this way carried on her livelihood. She had an unflinching devotion to Krishna. As she ground wheat, her beautiful voice sang the sweet names of Krishna while the grindstone made a rumbling gur sound. One day, as she was grinding during the early hours before dawn, absorbed in singing the sweet names of Krishna, a beautiful dark-complexioned young boy appeared and put on one foot on the grindstone. "Maya," he said, "why do you turn the grindstone in such a way that it makes this rumbling gur sound? I cannot sleep because of it." The old lady became a little fearful and said, My dear son, if I do not work the grindstone, how will I maintain my life? The beautiful dark complexioned boy replied, I'll put my footprint on your grindstone. People will come to take darshana of this footprint and give generous offerings. The offerings will easily maintain you. Thus, you won't need to use the grindstone anymore. Saying this, the dark complexioned boy disappeared. When morning came, the old lady saw that the boy's footprint had fully appeared on her grindstone. A crowd of people lined up, desirous to take darshana of the footprint. And this crowd increased day by day. The old lady was able to maintain herself easily through the donations she received, and she was always absorbed in remembering this pastime of Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.